Hi, my name is Dominique Regli. I'm a first-year student in the Model-Based Embedded Robotic Systems group led by Professor Williams, and the research that I'm doing here in MERS is about human activity and plan recognition for elder care support. One of the primary goals of the MERS group is to look at cognitive robotics, which is how robots can think, plan, or act like humans, so relying on the same human intuition that we have, but for robots. And within the context of my work, what's been really exciting is that previously we've done stuff in deep space exploration or underwater robotics or autonomous driving that have all used these types of methods, and now we're trying to apply it to a brand new application domain, being the healthcare domain. I'm looking at activities at various levels. So this starts from primitive things, like is the human grabbing a cup? Is it moving towards a specific room? Are they transferring from sitting to standing, vice versa? And then this next level is, okay, well maybe that means they're making a meal or they're going to sleep. And then at a highest level of plans, maybe we can identify, oh, they're going through their morning routine. Next, we expect them to take their meds, and if they don't do that, we know to send that back to a nurse because we want robots to act like humans in human-robot interaction. And so for my example specifically with human activity recognition, we want to leverage the ways that humans recognize what we're doing day to day. So I, as a human, am not going to say, oh, my hand is at XYZ coordinate in the world, right? I'm going to look at my hand and say, how is it related to the objects around it? And so using those higher level relations, we can also leverage in robotics. And we specifically call them qualitative spatial relations. So these are ways that objects can be related to each other, and abstracting to that higher level allows us to make better predictions on what activities are being done by humans. Senior living and elder care support are so important to explore right now because we're currently experiencing a global aging phenomena in which the percentage of people over the age of 65 is substantially increasing and expected to continue increasing in the next decade, 10, 20 years. And so we already don't have the nursing care support resources to account for our senior populations, and this problem is only going to substantially grow over time. In addition to this, seniors also want the independence of living in their homes on their own without the need for constant intervention. And so giving them space to be on their own and independent while also having safety nets in place is really important. I think it's really exciting to think about the ways that robots will actually manifest themselves in the home. And I don't think there's one right answer yet. I think early on what we're gonna see is things that look like your Alexa home devices, right? Things that are in the environment but aren't physically interacting with you quite yet. They're able to observe the space, observe what's going on, and recognize things. And then from there, I do think we'll get to see more robots in the home. Maybe robots will do your dishes for you or fold laundry. And I think it's gonna grow over time. I think it really depends on the cultural norms and ethical questions around it. And I don't think I have one answer for that at this time, but I think it's really exciting to see all the different ways that researchers are trying to integrate robotics into the home environment. So human activity and plan recognition has been explored previously, but a lot of this work has been done with camera data or maybe microphones in the homes. And ultimately, that's not data that we consider private enough to be something that we want in our homes, right? We don't want cameras looking at us all the time. So a big challenge of my work is figuring out how to do accurate human activity recognition while also relying on the most little data as possible. Finding that balance between privacy and robust, accurate performance has been a challenge that we're going to work through in this project. So the most exciting part of working in the MERS group is just knowing that I don't know quite what I'm going to do exactly because I have the full availability to explore all these different ideas, and that's been really exciting thus far.